Okay, I think that that's all I have today. So thanks for your answers.
Yeah,
So I will stop share the screen and give it to you. You can do the
yeah,
demo. Yeah.
sure. Cool. Yeah, I'll start sharing my screen. Okay.
Okay, cool. I can see it.
Yeah, let me adjust it a little bit. And okay, so now you can see that there's a on my toolbar here. There's an icon already. So you just click on it. And right now we hook up our UI to the Rinkeby public testnet. So that's as usual, we have to set it up the first time when you start it. Right now, the UI, because this is a developer preview, as we stated here, we feel that we need to give developers more freedoms to set up, to hook in the platform into their own environment. So that's why we choose to use you know, a text input setup approach. Hopefully, of course, in a final end user release, we'll hopefully improve that. Yeah, I think that's what. So yeah, we're currently running on Rinkeby testnet. So as you can see, that we have both GE's data folder and then an IPFS repo. That means that because we actually connect to both full nodes. Yeah, so once we hit restart, it will apply the configuration. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Okay, yeah, actually, so yeah, actually, the network status today is pretty good. Yeah, I'm surprised. By the way, right now we're running on a Ethereum Light client through the LES2 protocol. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's still syncing. Yeah, so of course, normally it would be nice for users or developers to connect directly to a real full node, but we're also actively testing the Light client, just like the Mist browser, and I would say so far it works pretty well. Yeah, hopefully it won't. Hopefully I didn't jinx this today. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems to be synced. So because we just started the UI the first time, so we have to answer a bit more questions. So one interesting fact about 11Buckets is that our UI platform is actually connected to a top level account manager. That is because instead of having to unlock individual accounts, wallet accounts, every time you want to do a transactions, we actually have an account manager do it for you, as long as you unlock the master password. So, but of course, for the first time, we have to set it up. So we need to create the master password to initialize the account manager. So let's just set up the password. And then of course, once it's set, we now need to log in. Okay, yeah, so as you can see that this connected to the Rinkeby testnet, and I have one account. I previously get some ether, well, the test ether from the Rinkeby faucet. Yeah, but you can see that this account, the icon has a red ring around it, which means that which implies that the account manager doesn't have its password yet. Which is naturally the case because we just set up the account manager. So let's go to the setting page and import the account. So let's just pick yeah, I believe this is the one. Yep. And
So the reason why we already have one account in this UI, then because the
Yeah,
account is
because
in the GEs folder.
right,
So,
because I created this account from GEs.
okay.
So all your existing accounts, you don't have to move them. They will just get imported. But in order for the account manager to know the password, you have to go do this, which is what I'm doing now.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, after I type the password, and it will hit import. Yeah, just give it a little bit of time. Okay. Yeah. So now we have imported the account, and as you can see that as soon as we imported the account, the red rings around the icon is gone, so which indicates that it now the account manager now knows the password. And for the purpose of this demo, let's create another a new account so that we can send transactions. Okay. Okay, so now we have another account, which can be shown immediately here. Yeah, so this is just a new one. And since it doesn't have any balance, let's send something to it. So you can just copy the address and then select the sender. Let's try to do 2 ETH and hit send. Yep, and then you can just confirm the transaction. And you can see that as soon as the transaction is sent, when it's pending, this will lit up. Yeah, so this is the transaction I just did. Oh, yeah, just got mined.
Cool, that's pretty fast.
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, the balance of this original account has reflected the change, and then we should see. Yeah. Okay, so now we have 2 Ether here. So we also previously imported some tokens onto the Rinkeby testnet, right? So let's go take a look. Yeah. So these are the tokens that yeah, I think you deployed it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's right now none of the accounts shows any token balance because we haven't watched any token yet. So we can just pick some and then watch them. Okay, so now you can see that we out of after we watch them, there's now 3. This account now has 3 tokens, and let's do something with these tokens. Again, let's just do the transaction, and I want to show something that's kind of unique for this UI, which is in addition to the regular transactions, we also support batch transactions, which is quite useful for both regular wallet use, day-to-day use, or even DApp development. Since sometimes you know that for DApps you need to make multiple smart contract calls in order to get something done. Like you need to for moving a tokens, you need to first approve the token transfer and then call the smart contract to do the actual token movement. And then by implementing a job queue, our platform can stack those jobs together, and user will be able to do multiple things in one button click. So let's choose to send transactions again. Oh, my ether is running a little bit low, so let's send a little bit. Just and then we're choosing queue here. And then let's pick a token. Okay. So we can enqueue another job. And what else? Let's see. Okay. Let's do, yeah. How about that? So as you can see that this job queue list allows you to quickly review the jobs that are queued, and you can even choose to send them individually again if you have a second thought about the job queue, or you can even remove them and redo them. But of course, right now I'm just going to click on the batch send. Yep. So yeah, yet again this is icon is blinking. I designed the effect, so I kind of like it. Yeah, okay, so now you can see that there are 3 jobs queued all at once. Those were the transactions I just did. Oh, it's fine. That happens.
I think that's why like the full node is better than the light client.
Right. Full node is still better. I think, which is the challenge. This kind of demonstrates the challenge that we're facing. But of course, we have different ways to do things right. We have some tricks to make sure that the connection is more stabilized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Actually, they got mine. So let's see. If you go back to this address, you'll see that I'll now have another half ETH, and then now I have 2 tokens. Right. I have these 2 tokens. So yeah. So that's the demonstration for the batch send. And finally, of course, I want to touch up right now. I said we don't have any DApp yet. So see in this app tab, we only have this wallet app installed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe it's my Wi-Fi. Okay, but I was just saying that we plan to build a DApp store hooking directly via Ethereum blockchain and IPFS. So the smart contract will serve as a source of truth for app metadata, and then the app itself will be distributed through the IPFS. So this is just right now. These are just mock-up, but I think it basically demonstrates what we want to build in the future. And then we will, once we have our public API, we'll start using those to build the apps ourselves. Yeah, and they will become part of the platform. But at the same time, we're also hoping that we can attract developers to build on this platform. Yeah. So what do you think?
I think this is pretty good. That's pretty amazing. I mean, like without using any server, this looks good to me.
Yeah, I believe so. I think that it just gives user peace of mind. That you don't connect to some server somewhere else, so that you won't get DDoS attacked, and also you have full control of the platform.
Yeah. Also, I think this, for me at least, it's more easy to use than Mist, and then yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Great.
For sure. I think we tested with I think more than 120 accounts at once, attached to a full node, of course. I believe the performance is still pretty good. I mean, obviously, as you just saw, that every now and then they'll disconnect, and then you have to wait for more peers. But I think those were much less often if you connect to a full node. But I think overall, I think light client still works pretty well.
Yeah, and also I want to mention because in test night there are not a lot of nodes, so that means there are not a lot of nodes who will like to serve the
light
clients.
Yeah.
But we have done some tests in midnight as well. It performs better than here. But we want to make it a real. All the presentation today for the transaction hash, you can actually look it up in Raspberry Etherscan. You can see that.
Let's take a look at them. See this one, you actually can see as your mouse highlight those, you can see the transaction hash.
Right.
And the previous one, the previous job we have also. So yeah, we can post them below the video, and then you're welcome to check it out. I think it's pretty good.
Right. Well, you can see like with this app itself, we don't need to go to Etherscan at all to see whether the transaction got mined.
Right. So Etherscan becomes a good, just a backup, right? And you get to see it directly in the same UI.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
So, any more comments?
Oh yeah. As you just saw that I just log out, and actually during even though it looks like it appears that when I send a lot of transactions, I didn't type in any password. That is actually being handled by the account manager, and actually the accounts are all locked most of the times, and then they will only be unlocked right before the transaction is done, so that and then get locked again, getting locked back again after the transactions are sent. So we think it's pretty good. It makes sure that the private keys stay in the memory for the shortest amount of time, and then it also it also improves the user experience. So you don't have to deal with password all the time, nor you have to deal with pop-up like MetaMask all the time.
Cool. Good. Great.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think then we are done for the demo. So if you have any questions about 11Buckets, you can go to our website and leave us a message. Any suggestion appreciated. Okay. Right. So today then we just finish here. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.